Once upon a time, there was a grape seed that the gardener had hidden beneath the soil. The seed was unhappy in the cold and heavy confines under the hard soil. It tried to sprout, to maybe be able to push a bit of itself out of the soil and see the sun. Days and nights passed as it struggled and toiled until finally, a sprout emerged, turned green, and felt the first warm and gentle rays of the sun on its fresh and young leaves. But ever since it had seen the beautiful face of the sun, its eagerness to grow and get closer to the sun for more and more life nourishment increased. It worked tirelessly day and night, firmly rooting itself in the earth of the garden to be able to reach some water to its thirsty leaves and quench them. Years passed, and it continued its endeavor. It endured the cold of autumn and the snow and frost of winter until it reached the spring. Eventually, on a hot summer day, it looked at itself and saw a mature tree with hundreds of large, red, and shiny grape clusters hanging from its branches. Then it saw the gardener, now an elderly man, carefully picking the grapes from the branches with a large basket in hand. As night fell, it saw the winemaker come and take the baskets to the winery. There it saw them poured into large vats, and then men who stomped and crushed them hardly. With each strike, its colorful and juicy grapes were torn apart and scattered. Hours passed, and it was now a handful of crushed grapes. It thought to itself, "Alas, after enduring so much effort and hardship, I have ended up here. I am a handful of crushed grapes left abandoned in a dark corner of the winery." Morning came and the winemakers came, brought the vats, poured them into large presses until finally clear and red grape juice was obtained. They poured it into large pots, sealed them, and left them in a dark room before departing. The grape juice felt very lonely and said to itself, "Perhaps my fate is to be transferred from one prison to another all my life and always be alone and in the dark." 7 years passed in this manner, and suddenly one day the winemakers came. They uncorked the pots and poured the 7-year-old wine into bottles, taking it to the city's winehouse. There he saw beautiful cupbearers pouring him from bottles into goblets and passing him hand to hand to serve the customers' tables. As fate would have it, that day a young man had come to the winehouse, deeply in love with a beautiful girl. He saw the young man pour her from a glass into his goblet and take a sip. As the night passed, the love-struck young man continued to drink, requesting more wine from the servers, until eventually he became extremely euphoric, laughing, singing, and delighting all the patrons of the winehouse. The happy and drunk young lover was reciting poetry, and the grape seed could now understand the wisdom of the long and difficult path it had taken. Now it was not a hidden grape seed under the soil, but a 7-year-old and captivating wine that had revealed itself in the deep happiness of the young man. Whispering to itself, it said, "Now I know that I have reached the ultimate bliss, a bliss that no words or language can describe or interpret." In the journey of the grape seed, from a hidden seed beneath the soil to a mature tree bearing luscious grapes, enduring the trials of nature and the harshness of transformation, there lies a profound lesson. Just like the grape seed, we too face challenges and obstacles on our path towards growth and fulfillment. It is in these struggles that we find our strength, resilience, and true essence. The grape seed's transformation into wine symbolizes the beauty that emerges from perseverance and resilience. It teaches us that our trials and tribulations are not in vain, but are essential steps in our journey towards self-discovery and enlightenment. Just as the grape seed found its ultimate purpose and bliss in becoming a captivating wine, we too can find our true essence and purpose through our struggles and challenges. Let this story remind us that even in our darkest moments, there is always a glimmer of hope and a promise of transformation. Embrace your journey, trust in the process, and have faith that every trial and tribulation is shaping you into the best version of yourself. Like the grape seed that found ultimate bliss in the euphoria of the young man, may we too find our own moments of pure joy and fulfillment, knowing that our journey has led us to a place of profound wisdom and spiritual happiness. Until next time, take care.